guys, how you going? I'm back. I know you've missed me, Trishy. So I finally decided to sit down and do fun with shells. Now I have to be quick because for some reason my videos keep cutting off. So now I've decided I'm only doing 4 shells per episode. I know that's not good, but I rave on so much that the video keeps cutting out, so I have to shorten them a bit. Now, if you remember on the last video, episode 6, I was supposed to show you or I did show you, but it cut out. I raved on for about 10 minutes, a little surprise shell that I got. Now, I'm going to be quick. I'm going to get straight to the point. The shell that I was going to show you, I don't know if you remember, I said it was similar to a Conus marmorius. Now, there's a bit of or I have a bit of conjecture with this shell because I'm not sure of the ID. Now, the story that goes with this shell is, and this is the little shell here, this shell measures 26 millimeters or 2.6 centimeters. It's very similar to a Conus marmorius, except if you notice, the colour is actually a deep orange or rusty brown colour in spots. Now, it's a very, very small shell. Oh, I can't touch it. Here we go. Now, this little shell is one of my pride and joys because I actually bought a bag of shells when I went on my first cruise on the Pacific Dawn back in 2015, and we stopped at Port Vila and I bought this bag of shells off a lady at the markets for like $5. The bag was probably, I don't know, this long, 30 centimeters long. And there was heaps of crap shells in there. And I sat up on the deck with a cocktail like you do. And I sorted through all these shells. And in the bottom of this bag, in perfect condition, was this tiny little shell. Now, I was a bit excited at the time because I thought, this shell's probably something worthwhile. But by the time I got rid of all the other ones, and anyway, I had to go through customs and they were fine with it because I declared them. And got it home and I started doing some research. Now, there is a shell that's called a pseudo Conus marmorius, which to all the data provided that I could find on those, the sizing, the colour seems to be right. The thing with that pseudo Conus marmorius is that it's very rare, and the only one I've seen on the internet was worth about $1,900 US. I hope, I wish that it's a pseudo Conus marmorius, but I have been told by a couple of people that it's simply a Conus marcianatus. Now, I'm not really convinced of that, but if anybody knows out there exactly what this is, please contact me because I'd really like to know whether I have a $50 shell or a $2,000 shell. It's a gorgeous little shell though. I do love it, and of course I'd never get rid of this one, but that was the surprise shell that I actually had to show you on the last episode, episode 6. Now, as I said, this was purchased in Port Vila. Would have been found locally, and the pseudo marmorius, Conus marmorius, are only found around Port Vila, New Caledonia, that area. So, you know, if the shoe fits, but I can't be 100% sure. So that's my little surprise shell. That cost me $5 among other shells that I had. Now, okay, getting quicker and moving right ahead. Today I'm going to show you 4 other shells. First of all, I'll pick this little one here. Not sure whether you may have seen one of these before. This one is actually called a Conus miles, or its other name is a soldier cone. Now, it's a gorgeous little shell. This one, though, has a bite mark on it. I'd say a fish or something has had a go at him. It's healed over reasonably well, but it still has it's not a gem shell, put it that way. It's still a good shell, especially when you turn it around and put it in your display cabinet like that. Who's going to see it? Now, the good thing about this is this shell and the shells I'm showing you today are actually for sale on my new website. which is www.shellartcanvasimages.com.au. Now I've got this little one for sale, so if you'd like him, he can be yours if you go to my website. Now, he's got a gorgeous little spire at the front there. This one only measures about 45 mil. They actually come, I'm just getting my information here. They actually come from around the 45 mil right up to 136 mil, which is about 13 centimetres. So this one is really only a baby. They've got lovely, lovely browns, oranges, whites, and sort of cream colour, with the little stripes along it, which are really gorgeous. Now these guys are found around Madagascar, Mauritius, Tanzania, and even Australia, in Northern Territory, Queensland, and WA. So this one I think came, but you'll see it on my website, from Senegal, which is over, I think, towards Tanzania and those sort of places. So yeah, cone of smiles or soldier cone. This little cone shell could be yours if you want it. Okay. Gorgeous little cone shell. Okay, the next one we're going to do is a big cowrie shell. Now, this one's actually called a Cypgirl mauritiana. Now, you would have all seen one of these, or they are better known as the humpback cowrie. This cowrie is also for sale. You could be the proud owner. Now, the humpback cowrie can average about 65 to 80 mils, but can actually go up to 130 mils, which is 13 centimetres. This one I think is about 80. Now, these guys are found around South Africa, Northern Australia, the Philippines, and Hawaii. Now, I've got quite a few of these in my collection. I think I've got about 4. This one's got like a really cloudy area along here. I'll turn it around the right way. It's quite cloudy, which is still nice, but the underneath, they have the most gorgeous teeth, going from the dark brown through to the white on the inside. These are a common cowrie shell. They're not uncommon, and you can tell why it's called the humpback cowrie. It's got an unusual shape there with a humpback on it. Yeah, so this one's also available on my website for sale. Okay, now shell number 3, we actually have a different shell species altogether, and this one's actually called a terebra. Now you've probably seen these as well. These are a cute little shell. Now these ones, this one's a terebra crenulata. It measures about, I think, it's on my website, about 7 centimetres or 70 mil. Now these guys, I don't know whether you know, and I didn't actually know until I looked it up yesterday, they're actually part of the sea snail family. And they're also called, their other name, this one's called a crenulate alga, or an auger or alga shell as well. Now, they average a size of between about 48 millimetres to 150 millimetres, and they're found around the Red Sea, Tanzania, and Mexico. I can't remember where this one was found. It'll be on my website. I'm not going to get the paper out. It'll take too long. Nice little shell. Once again, if you haven't got one of these and you want one, pop on over to my website, because this one can be yours. The Terebra crenulata. Okay, now our last shell today is one that's a bit rarer. I didn't know about these ones until a few weeks ago. It's a cone shell. As you know, I'm pretty mad on cowries and cones.